compiled a list of 15 ways poor people squander their money and limit their opportunities. So let's dive in. Number 1. Credit cards. Financial hardship should keep individuals away from credit cards. It's like falling deeper into a pit from which there's no way to escape. Credit cards are used for trading one's time and ability to earn money for a short-term cash infusion. When you incur debt, you stop working for yourself and start working for the bank. Your debt has taken over your life, and you have no control over it until it's paid. Credit card debt among the poor is routinely carried beyond its monthly maximum, often for frivolous purchases. You might quickly get entangled in this never-ending financial storm. Number 2. Glam and Beautification. Have you seen how poor folks who can't even afford to service their car are groomed? As one of the most frustrating obstacles to improvement, we see this all the time. You've worked all week and now you're going to reward yourself by getting a new hairdo that will fade away in 2 weeks so that you can impress others who aren't doing any better than you. Have you ever observed that the most wealthy individuals sport a basic haircut? Have you realized that successful businesswomen rarely put on plastic nails, but always keep their fingers neat? Poor people ignore the importance of prioritizing the important thing. Get your life in order first, and then you can do anything you choose with your windfall. Instead of squandering money away on petty and unbeneficial things, it'd be a great idea to fix your broken window first. Number 3. Impulse buying. There is no need to buy 6 cases for your new iPhone. They all look great, I know, but why buy 6 covers and end up only using 2 of them? You have a firm grasp on your life's necessities and know precisely what they are. Everything else is merely advertising, convincing you that a product is necessary even when you don't need it. When you finally realize there's a difference between what you need and what you want, you'll finally be able to take charge of your life. Number 4. Fast foods. You likely need to figure out how much money goes to waste buying fast food. Most consumers overpurchase items they first plan to eat. 40% of the vegetables, 17% of the dairy products, and 14% of the meal typical consumers buy end up in the trash. The typical American family spends over $20,000 annually on food alone. While both the poor and middle class experience high rates of food waste, those in the lower socioeconomic bracket feel the effects more acutely. Number 5. Miracle diets, bizarre fitness products, and telephone shopping. If it took you 20 years to gain so much weight, what makes you believe you can lose half of it in 3 weeks by drinking a miracle tea promoted by an attractive 20-year-old on Instagram or TV? Personal trainers spend an average of 14 hours every day in the gym working on getting the shredded bodies you see in those clips. They make a living doing that. No need for the compact piano, the shaking weight, the PJ pants. How many mediocre solutions prey on your desire for convenience before you realize you've been had? Accepting that you're getting overweight and need to act is the first step in achieving your fitness goals. You've decided to reduce your caloric intake and start going out for regular walks or runs. Said, that's all. There's no more cost involved. You can get what you want by changing your attitude rather than buying a thing. Number 6. Lucchese or religious items. Isn't it amusing how the far less fortunate spend their few resources on talismans or stones that are said to increase their wealth? Do you want to know what might make you $49 richer? It's not a Breaking Bad episode. Therefore, we won't be shelling out cash for a bag of rocks, regardless of whether you refer to them as crystals or minerals. We will only begin to discuss religious goods. Those less wealthy will see you as a heretic if you suggest not buying a crucifix in Latin America or Eastern Europe. However, the impoverished are the ones that these groups prey on to take what little resources they have. Number 7. Homes beyond budget. Buying a home is one of the most major events in your life. It's a place where you go every day for comfort, relaxation, and it's the safest building you know. As a result, you spend months looking for the ideal home. You want enough space for a family and need to make sure you have your own space. You have envisioned a specific kitchen, living room, and other criteria. With so many things you think you need in your home, it's easy to lose sight of your budget. You also want to keep up with your friends who may have nice homes. In reality, you should stop focusing on what other people have and instead concentrate on what you can afford. Yes, cramming 5 people into one bathroom in the morning can be challenging, but when you live within your means, you'll stay out of debt and stop wasting money. When this happens, you may find yourself saving and your wealth increasing, allowing you to one day afford a larger house without losing money. Number 8. Video games. You see, 70% of Fortnite gamers have reported spending real money within the game. Overall, these players drop an average of $84.67 on Fortnite digital purchases. Extra Lives, or whatever was being sold in Candy Crush at the time, brought in $3 million daily. Although the figures are enormous, the most significant value lost to this mindless pastime is not in the money spent, but in the considerable amount of time lost. A glance at your Steam profile will reveal just how much time you spent playing a particular game. The typical gamer earns more than $20 an hour, even though it takes little time to rack up 1,000 hours of playtime in a year. If you don't include the price of the game, the system, and any further in-game purchases, you're still leaving at least $20,000 on the table. Number 9. Nightclubs. It's fun to pop champagne at the club, but you know what's not fun? Spending another month at your low-paying 9-to-5 job only to squander all your salary on drinks and some hot girls. Tossing cash around the club does not make you a boss. You are the commodity, and the actual boss is cashing in on your attempts to look rich among your peers. Number 10. Latest technology. It's strange to see folks who need to do better financially shell out a fortune yearly on the newest gadgets. Even if you have the funds to purchase the latest iPhone, you cannot afford to do so. This is not the same. Similarly, if there are evident repairs that need to be made around the home, there's little use in buying an enormous flat-screen television. This is everything about a product's development, production, and consumption cycle. Those who take care of their possessions get more use out of them and spend less money on repairs and new purchases. Number 11. Gambling. It's not about buying lottery tickets when people claim you have to spend money to earn money. Scratch tickets, slot machines, and casinos account for a disproportionate share of the incomes of the poor. Each one hopes to one day hit it big. Gambling costs the typical Australian slightly around $1,000 annually. 7% of Brits regularly buy lottery tickets. According to research conducted in 2012 by Yale University, those from the lowest income quintile had the most outstanding rates of lottery gambling, 61%, and the highest average number of days spent playing, 26.1 days. Number 12. Drugs. The national average price of cigarettes is $6.28, and the annual expense of maintaining a pack-a-day habit comes to $2,292. There is a $22,920 price tag for 10 years of smoking. The rising cost of cigarettes is a global phenomenon that varies widely by location. To pay for cigarettes or vape juice, one of you has to work an extra week or two per month if both are smokers and vapors. A conservative estimate puts the number of smokers worldwide at 1.1 billion. On average, 1 in 7 people smoke tobacco products. Companies' bottom lines are booming due to the switch from regular cigarettes to vaping products. Number 13. Banks. You are losing money from your bank. Commissions are charged both when initial funds are deposited and when the withdrawal requests are made. These days, interest rates are laughable, and they aren't even keeping up with inflation in some areas. Putting money in the bank, especially during times of economic uncertainty, is a bad idea. However, rich people know this, and they're investing their money in stocks, bonds, NFTs, and crypto. Number 14. Taxes. Those at the bottom of the economic ladder have to fork up a larger share of their tax earnings since they can't compete with the wealthy on the same level. It's the truth, whether you like it or not. The rich use their financial resources to generate even greater economic value, and the government pays them for their efforts. You should know that the state is only returning what is rightfully yours. Second, you've been cheated out of interest since that cash is useless. You could have more cash on hand now if you weren't so stupid as to give it to the government for nothing. Number 15. Donations. You may expect heated debate on this matter. In reality, most charitable donations are used not to help those in need, but to fund the wages of the individuals working for the organization. Charities are one of the world's most prominent con artists because they prey on the impoverished who, for some reason, feel compelled to help other needy people without fully understanding the impact of their actions. On average, the charity pays its general manager, who is the de facto leader, a salary of $250,000 per year. This sum represents a mean among the UK's 100,000 largest charitable organizations. Almost everywhere you go in the globe, you'll hear a tale like this. Roughly 35% of all donations are put back into further fundraising efforts for the same organization. Instead of tuning into a telethon, you may donate to a local shelter or look for ways to improve their economic prospects. Instead of handing a guy a fish, teach him how to catch fish for himself. This video should be a wake-up call to those who are spending money without a plan. Tell us in the comments section how you spend money. Participate in the discussion below. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to The Growth Mindset, and hit the bell icon so you know when we upload a new video.